Hi, this is the video for the ground-based stretch and mobilise from my 8-week wellbeing course. Before you start and lie on your mat, you may need a strap for some of the stretches, a bolster for sitting on or supporting the knees, and possibly a blanket for later if you do a Shavasana. You may also need a cushion just to place underneath the head for a little bit of support. So to start, if you just get yourself into a comfortable Shavasana position, don't get too sleepy because it's the start of the exercise, but just find that nice position on the mat. Bring a little bit of length into the neck, get the head comfortable, relax the shoulders, and just allow the breathing to settle. And then we're going to start off with some knee sways. So we're going to slide the feet in first. And before we start, it can be worth just checking in with the core and just gently drawing in those stomach muscles. Only 10%, not a huge amount, just put a little bit of tone there. And then from here, we're going to take a nice deep breath in. And as we breathe out, just allow those knees to drop to the right side. And then inhale, the knees come back up. Exhale, knees drop to the left. Inhale, knees back up. Exhale, knees drop to the right. Inhale, knees raise back up. Exhale, knees to the left. Inhale, knees up. Exhale, knees right. Inhale, knees rise. Exhale, knees left. Inhale, knees rise. Exhale, knees right. Inhale, knees rise. Exhale, knees left. Inhale, knees rise. And this time, as we exhale, we're going to drop the knees to the right. And we're going to hold them there in that twist for a count of 5. So staying with your breath for 1. So just allow the knees to hang and drop. 2, 3, 4, and 5. Inhale, knees raise back up. And exhale, knees drop to the left, hanging there. For 1, just keep the shoulders nice and relaxed, don't let them rise up. 2, breath nice and easy. 3, 4, and 5. Inhale, knees raise back up. And exhale, slide the feet away, just returning briefly back to Shavasana. So next, we're going to do a sequence of 4 stretches on the right side first, and then we'll repeat them on the left. So the left leg's going to stay flat, and we're going to draw the right knee upwards, allowing the leg to bend. We're going to place both hands on the knee, and we're going to draw that knee in towards the chest. The left leg stays active and pushing down. The right leg's drawing into the chest. We're going to do this for 5. So for 1, 2, keep the breathing natural, don't allow the chest to tighten. 3, 4, and 5. We're going to keep the hands on the knee. We're going to release that knee to 90 degrees. We're going to take the left hand out towards the side, and then we're going to allow that right knee to drop out to the right side. So we're getting a nice stretch on the inside of the hip. For 1, and you can turn the head to the left for a slightly more of a twist if you wish. 2, so the pelvis stays down, the pelvis doesn't rise up. 3, 4, and 5. We're going to draw that right knee back up towards the middle of the body. We're going to swap from the right hand to the left hand, and we're going to draw that knee right over to the left side. So we're going into a spinal twist. So this time the pelvis can rise, but the right shoulder stays fixed down and you can gaze to the right. For 1, nice long stretch all the way along that spine. 2, keep the breathing natural, nice long easy breaths, don't breathe to the chest. 3, remember any pain or discomfort, just simply back off. 4, and 5. On your next inhale, bring that leg back to the middle, and then we're going to move into a figure 4 to stretch the hip. So we're going to slide the left foot in so the knee's bent. We're going to place the right ankle onto the left knee. And if this is as far as your hips want to go, that's fine, you can stay there. Otherwise, we can then thread the needle, as we call it, by taking the hands to the back of the left thigh and drawing that left leg in until we've got a nice stretch in the back of the right hip. For 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Take a nice deep breath in here, and then breathe out, and we'll return briefly back to Shavasana. So next, we're going to repeat those movements on the left side. So we're going to slide the left foot in, allowing the knee to bend. Bring that left knee up towards the chest, both hands on the knee, drawing it into the chest. Right leg stays active, pushing down, and we're going to draw that knee in towards the chest. For 1, neck and shoulders stay relaxed. 2, nice long breaths. 3, 4, and 5. Keeping the hands on the knee, release the knee to 90 degrees. And then the right arm goes out to the right side, and the left hand draws that left knee outwards to the left side, so we get a nice stretch on the inside of the hip. And you can turn your head in the opposite direction if you wish. For 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Draw that left knee back up, swap the hands over, so the right hand's on the knee, the left arm goes out to the side, And we draw that right knee across into a spinal twist, head turning to the left if you wish, for 1. So you should have a nice stretch into that lower back, possibly higher as well. 2. Remember, it's pain limited, so if it's sore, just ease off or stop altogether if necessary. 3. 4. And 5. Returning that knee back up to the middle, and we're going to slide the right foot in, so the right knee's bent, foot stays on the floor, and place that left ankle on the right knee. Thread the hands through and draw that right leg in, so we get a nice stretch into the back of the left hip. And as before, if the hips are really stiff, then simply stay with the right foot on the floor. For 1. 2. 3. 4. And 5. Nice deep breath in here. And exhale, returning briefly to Shavasana. So our next posture is going to be butterfly. So from the Shavasana position, slide the feet in so that both knees are bent. And then allow the knees to drop out to the side and open up. And if you can, bring the soles of the feet to touch each other. And we're going to remain here for the next minute. So try and relax into your breath. Let gravity do the work for you and allow those knees to just drop at their own pace. Again, make sure the shoulders are nice and soft. Don't allow the breath to come up to the chest. Stay in here for another 30 seconds. And then while in this position, take a nice deep breath in. And as you breathe out, draw those knees up and return briefly to Shavasana. And then from Shavasana, in whichever way suits you, coming onto your side or just sitting straight up, we're going to move into a seated position. So we're going to work through some seated stretches. If your hamstrings are particularly tight or your lower back's very stiff, it can be nice to sit on a cushion or a bolster at this stage. And also for some of the leg stretches, it can be nice to have a belt to hand. So get the belt ready. So as we do the stretches, you can use it as required. So our first movement, we're going to repeat the butterfly, but in a seated position. So we're going to slide the feet in, allow the knees to drop out to the side, and then it can be quite nice to take hold of the feet with the hands, and if you've got the mobility, almost try and open your feet like you would a book. You can also rest the elbows onto the inner thighs and just gently push into the stretch to feel a bit more openness into the hips. And then we're going to gently fold forward as far as you're comfortable going. Doesn't matter if it's only a small amount. And we'll hold here for another 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So from here, sit yourself up, allow those legs to release a little, and then all we're going to do, we'll go into a comfortable cross-leg position, whichever way you'd normally cross your legs. And then we're going to fold forward so that we feel a stretch into one or both hips. Focusing on your breathing and staying here for 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Inhale, raise yourself back up. And then all we're going to do is we're going to swap those legs into the cross position we wouldn't normally use. So it'll feel a little bit more uncomfortable. And then we're going to fold forward again. And you may feel a stretch in the same hip. You may feel a stretch in the opposite hip. It just depends where the tension is in your body. Hold in there for 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Now from here, we're going to inhale our way back up, and then we're going to straighten out the legs and take them as wide as you're comfortable going. And then we're going to fold forward into what we call a straddle. So the stretch will be felt mainly on the inside of the legs, the inner hamstrings. You may also feel it in the lower back. And it's really nice to relax and breathe into this one. So we're going to stay here for 10. So nice long breaths. For 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Gently inhale your way back up. Allow those legs to bend and just find a comfortable seated position. Next, we're going to do 2 more seated movements on each side. So our first movement is our seated single leg forward bend. So we're going to slide the right foot in as far as comfortable and then allow the right knee to drop out to the side. At this point, if there's any knee pain, then simply take the foot a little bit further away just to take any extra tension out of the knee. We're then going to sit nice and straight and we're going to fold forward until we feel tension in the back of the left leg and or in the right lower back. Now to get into the stretch, you can either, depending on your mobility, take hold of the foot, you can take hold of the leg, or you can use your strap around the foot and pull into the stretch as shown. And we're going to stay here for a count of 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Inhale, raising up out of the stretch. And we're going to stay on this right side and we're going to go into a spinal twist. So that right knee is going to come up to 90 degrees. We want about a fist's gap between the foot and the thigh of the opposite leg. And then we're going to sit nice and tall and place the right hand behind the back, the left hand or elbow on the knee, and we're going to draw ourselves round into the twist. And then when we're in the twist, we're going to inhale and lengthen and grow taller, and exhale, go deeper into the twist. Inhale to lengthen, and exhale to deepen. For 2, 3, 4, and 5. One nice deep breath in while you're still in the twist, and then exhale, return to face the front. And then we're going to release that right leg and we're going to draw the left leg in. So same again, draw it in as far as is comfortable, and then sit nice and tall, fold forward, picking up the foot, the calf, or using the strap. Nice deep long breaths for 1, and you should be feeling this in the back of the right leg and or the left lower back. 2, 3, 4, and 5. Inhale all the way back up, sliding in that left foot. Again, the fist gap between the left foot and the thigh. Right hand or elbow on the knee, left hand behind the back to support you on the ground, drawing yourself into that left-sided spinal twist. Inhaling, lengthening the spine. Exhaling to deepen the twist. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale to deepen for 2, 3, 4, and 5. Nice deep breath in while you're in the twist. And exhale, return to the front, straightening out both legs. And we're going to go from here into a seated forward bend. So we're going to inhale and raise the arms up all the way overhead. And then we're going to exhale and fold forward, either taking hold of the feet, the legs, or if you wish again, you can use your strap. And we're going to stay here for 10. Nice deep long breaths. For 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Inhale, gently raising yourself back up. Just taking a moment to settle here. And then we're going to go straight over into here, turning over, and we're going to find our way into a Sphinx posture. So as we come into the Sphinx, we want those nice open shoulders and chest. We're going to keep the neck long. We're not going to throw the head back. And we're going to keep the legs and the buttocks switched off and relaxed. And there should be a nice tension in the lower back. Again, pain limited. So if it's sore, stop. And we're going to stay here for 10 again. So 1, nice long breaths. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Lowering yourself down to the floor for a moment, resting in crocodile, so you can place the palms below the forehead. Just give the back a few moments to settle. And we're going to move next into cobra, but if your back's particularly sore or stiff, you can either miss this one or you can repeat Sphinx if you wish. So rising up into cobra or Sphinx again for 10. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Lowering down briefly to crocodile. And when you're ready, push back up into all fours. Take the backside towards the heels. And let's drop back into a nice, well-earned child pose. Nice, steady breathing. Allow the body to relax and settle. This is our final posture. And then from here, when you're ready, you can lower yourself down into a Shavasana. Take hold of a pillow or a bolster or a blanket to get yourself comfortable. And allow yourself to settle. Whole body's relaxed. Palms are facing upwards. Allow the feet to just drop to the side. And it can be quite nice to take a nice deep breath in and just sigh the breath out as the body sinks into the floor. And again, nice deep breath in. Sigh the breath out. One more time, deep breath in. Big sigh to relax. And I'll leave you in stillness to enjoy your Shavasana. So just start to allow a little awareness to come back to your body. Keep your eyes closed as you bring a little bit of movement back into the fingers and toes. Bending the knees and the elbows. You can hug the knees to the chest, stretch the arms overhead, whatever suits your body. When you're ready, just gently come onto your right side, pausing there for a few moments. Then finding your way up into a comfortable seated position. And if the eyes are still closed, it can be quite nice. Rub the palms of the hands together. Get those palms nice and warm. Then place them over the eyes. And just gently allow that heat to seep into the eyes. Opening the eyes up, just gently, allowing a little light in. And then when you're ready, just allow the hands to drop. Sit nice and straight. And congratulate yourself for doing a full yoga practice. Well done.